Time now for your forewarned weather.
All right, let's get a check of our weather here in the Beehive State, bringing in Seth Sanders. Seth, we're talking avalanche risks and, if you wanted to see some snow, higher elevations.
Yeah, if you want to see that snow, you're going to have to go up higher than 6,000 feet, which means not even most of the benches are going to be able to see that snow. But down in southern Utah, you're not going to see any type of precipitation. This is a time lapse from today, our Black Desert Resort, showing those high altitude clouds not holding too much moisture. Did make for a really fantastic, fiery sunset. Up here in the north, this time lapse out of Cache Valley shows a very different story. We had several waves of moisture rolling on through, bringing valley rain, mountain snow all the way into tonight. You can see in the time lapse, even well after the sun went down, we're still looking at rain showers. We can actually still see a few of them still trying to hold on. These just a few echoes of moisture. This is continuing to move on out. It's mostly just sprinkles right now. I just went outside to go look out at what we're looking at, and it's nothing that a light umbrella can't handle or even just a jacket. We did have a really good amount of snow with this storm. This is from about 1 o'clock yesterday to 1 o'clock today, so these snow totals are going to be higher. We got well over a foot for a lot of our northern and central mountains, and it's a very wet snow, especially for this time of year. So we've had a lot of new layers of that wet snow, a lot of wind. It's making for very unstable snowpack. If you're going out backcountry skiing, you need to make sure you have a buddy, because human-triggered avalanches and natural avalanches are both very likely, especially on slopes steeper than 30 degrees. So the last of that moisture is going to be moving out here in the next couple of hours. And then we have some warm air on deck for tomorrow ahead of this storm coming on through. But then that cold front reaches us tomorrow evening, bringing more valley rain, mountain snow. And on the backside of that cold front, it's going to be cold enough for snow, but a lot of the moisture is already going to be gone. So the most we get in our valleys is just going to be a couple of flurries. And then we have a colder, drier air mass filling in behind that just in time for your New Year's Eve. The Wasatch Front's looking chilly but dry for your New Year's Eve. And by right around midnight, temperatures are going to drop to about 31 degrees with mostly clear skies. St. George is going to be much warmer with a high in the 50s on New Year's Eve, and then reaching about 38 degrees as we cross into the new year. We do have our eye on a slight chance of some precipitation on your Thursday, Friday, and then as we get into Saturday, that's when we have a real bulk of moisture starting to roll on through, giving us a better chance of precipitation, but it's still not going to be like what we saw over the past few days. Our regional forecast for tomorrow shows that we have 50s on deck with increasing cloud coverage as we move northward, and we could punch this in so that you can find your city. Wasatch Front, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 40s to the low 50s. The Wasatch Back is going to be running about 5 to 10 degrees colder, the mix of rain and snow showers depending on how high up you are. Partly cloudy skies for central Utah with even warmer temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, 59 degrees in Fillmore. That's way above average by about 15 degrees. And then down in southern Utah, we have mostly sunny skies with temperatures in the mid 50s, upper 50s for the warm spots, 57 degrees in Milford, Torrey, and Hanksville, getting up to 54. And then the Four Corners region is going to be in the mid to upper 40s. So St. George tomorrow will be topping out at a high of about 59 degrees, but then that colder, drier air mass moves on in and temperatures start to drop to the low 50s, 52 degrees for your New Year's Eve. And if you're staying up late on New Year's Eve, it's going to bottom out at 28 degrees down there in lower Washington County before it starts to warm back up into the upper 50s on the back half of the work week. The Wasatch Front has a couple of evening rain showers with mostly cloudy skies for tomorrow. A chance of a couple snow flurries early Monday. It's going to be cold, dropping all the way down to the 30s, 37 degrees for your New Year's Eve with an overnight low of 23 degrees, 38 degrees as we kick off the new year, though we have a slight chance of some wet weather on your Thursday, but the best chance of wet weather is going to be on your Saturday. That's still a little bit far out though, so we just got to focus on one storm at a time, and we can enjoy the new year with pleasant conditions. Okay, Jordan West, let's send things over to you.